All right, pretty seasonable out there today. Temperatures running right around averages for this time of year. 81 degrees, checking in for our high temperature today, same as yesterday. 43, our overnight low, and that's just a couple degrees below the average for this time of year of 45. Still can get down around that frost mark. 32, the record low set back in 1975. Been a long time since we've had much in the way of moisture around here. Also very typical and seasonal for this time of year. We're waiting for that monsoon to kick in. We're going to talk about that in a second because we kind of do see it out there in our little crystal ball. Sedona 93 today, Payson 88, Winslow 95 degrees. It was 86 at the south rim of the Grand Canyon. Okay, we zoom it in. Here we are in Arizona. Obviously very clear skies. Notice how everything, all the clouds on this map, really moving from west to east. So we're still really in the westerlies. The monsoon is defined by when we switch from the westerlies and they shift way north and we start to get some southerlies. And this is the monsoonal moisture down here that you see in Mexico, starting to become much more well established. Thunderstorms down there every day and all that subtropical moisture. But right now it's just not making its way into Arizona. Look at how it's kind of moving off to the south and towards the east. So there's a couple things going on for us here, and it's still very typical for this time of year to be in this type of setup. The monsoon really doesn't get going until probably the first or second week of July. We switch it out to the Pacific. We also still have a fairly active westerly storm track that's moving everything from west to east. And as the storm track starts to move to the north and we start to get an established high pressure on the Four Corners, that's what's going to bring in this southerly flow. But right now, the pattern we're in is still a very active polar jet stream in the Pacific Northwest, and the Pacific high pressure is still established just off the Pacific coast. And so the clockwise flow around the Pacific high, notice, is kind of subsiding any of that moisture in Mexico and keeping it squashed down there. When we start to see this polar jet stream move up here and we get this high pressure to start to build in right into the Four Corners, then we get into a southerly flow. So as long as we're looking at a map that looks like this, we will not see anything in the way of monsoon moisture. And it looks like we're in a very typical type late June pattern, and this is going to continue for us each and every day this week. Looks to be just about the same. Mostly clear skies, a little bit breezy during the afternoon. Thursday does look to be a little bit more windy as this area of low pressure kind of scoots through the Great Basin. Right now, the National Weather Service has a fire weather watch for Thursday because it will be very dry. We'll probably see winds gusting up around 40 miles per hour on Thursday, but temperatures really don't fluctuate much. A little cooler behind that little low on Friday, just a couple degrees, and we're right back into the 80s going into the weekend. But we do see that monsoon moisture. Looks like the models are indicating it may make its way in coming the first week of July or so. Temperature outside right now, 78 degrees. Winds out of southwest at 18 miles per hour. Dew point very dry at 16 degrees. When we get into the monsoon, our dew points will start getting up there 30, 40, 50 degrees. Overnight tonight, clear and cool, 43 degrees. Tomorrow, another sunny day and looking very similar to today, 81 degrees, and it'll be all sunshine. Here's a look at the statewide numbers: 96 in Sedona, Prescott 90 degrees, Payson 92, Winslow 95. The extended forecast for us here in Flagstaff, we have that windier day, and I think I put that on the wrong day there. That's supposed to be on Thursday. Messed up there. That's my bad. Sorry about that. Let's see, did I do the same thing for Sedona? I think I probably did. Your temperatures in the mid-90s, lower 90s on Friday. That windy weather is actually on Thursday. It continues to be breezy into Friday with decreasing wind throughout the day. So it's not entirely wrong. I think it will be a little windy on Friday, but Thursday looks to be the windiest day of the week, but starting to get to that time of year where I think everybody's really anxious to get some moisture.
Oh, definitely. We'd like to get rid of some of that wind too, but thanks. We'll be back right after this.